Have you ever wondered why some patients with bipolar disorder develop this belief that they are Jesus Christ or some other prominent religious figure? Or maybe that God has sent them secret messages designed only for them that they can only understand, that's going to lead to some important activity that they have to complete or some secret mission that they need to be on. Well, in my business, we have a term for this. We generally call it religious delusions or religious preoccupation. Now, it's surprisingly common in some disorders. Specifically, we're talking here about bipolar and mania. And we're not talking about your typical religious beliefs that a lot of people have. We are able to kind of separate the difference. What we mean here is very specific, implausible beliefs. Like, for example, a case I had recently where somebody told me that God had a baby waiting for them in a certain location, and they had to speed from their home in another state at over 100 miles an hour to meet a famous celebrity who was going to deliver this baby to them. These are the type of religious delusions we're talking about outside of the context of normal faith and prayer. So a part of my job on a regular basis is to figure out how to separate what is normal religious practice and what is far beyond what we would consider the realm of normal. Now, the way to do this is to think about how fixed are these beliefs, how specific are they, and the most important point is how disconnected from reality is this belief. For example, many people feel like God is leading them in a certain direction, but they're unlikely to jump into their car, speed at over 100 miles an hour to that direction, and get themselves into dangerous situations that could potentially harm themselves or others. That's a little outside the realm of normal, and what we call that in the business is a loss of reality-based thinking. So this person is no longer grounded in reality, and they're acting impulsively and possibly dangerously. Now, faith is common. Mania and religious delusions, that's something entirely different. So if you're interested in knowing more about these things, learning more about psychiatry in general, you should follow me for more case studies and specific examples. Thanks again for watching.